Claire. How are you?
I'm well, Ellie. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming in today. This is our second meeting, and we have about 30 minutes. Would it be okay to go over your 24-hour recall?
Absolutely.
Do you know what it is?
I think I've learned about it. Is it when I'm supposed to tell you what I ate in the last
Yes.
24 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
From about midnight yesterday to midnight today.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay, wonderful. So would it be okay if I take notes on my laptop?
For sure.
Okay, awesome. So let's start with your morning meal, and we can do just like a quick list, and then we can go back and go over like portion sizes and stuff like that.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. So what did you have for breakfast yesterday?
I tend to eat breakfast later, then I wake up. I wake up early around 6 and I eat. I try and wait a little bit before I eat, but I had a bowl of cereal. It had half all brand buds and half Quaker oat squares with almond milk and blueberries.
Okay. So you said half all brand cereal and then half.
And half. It's actually the all brand buds. So all brand buds. They have a lot of fiber in them, and I like getting my fiber in the morning.
Okay. And the other cereal was the
Quaker oat squares.
Okay.
And a heaping cup of blueberries on top.
Heaping cup of blueberries.
With almond milk. And I have coffee before that, right? I have black coffee. I try and sort of do a somewhat of an intermittent fast. So I do black coffee in the morning. So I probably had 2 cups of black coffee.
2 cups.
Before breakfast.
And you don't put anything in your coffee,
No,
just black.
I have water, lots of water. It's hard to tell, but I'm just going to say about 3 cups of water at some point in the morning.
Okay. And do you have a morning snack after your breakfast, before lunch?
I don't generally. I eat breakfast so late that I probably have water and actually maybe one more cup of coffee, and then I just have lunch.
Okay, so more coffee, more water. Okay. And then what about a midday meal?
Then I have lunch, and I yesterday I guess I snacked as I was making lunch, but I made a sandwich with. I had some avocados that were going especially ripe, so I have I made a sandwich of 1 whole avocado, 2 pieces of Dave's Killer wheat bread. Dave's Killer bread. I don't know if you know the brand.
Yeah.
Dave's Killer. So it was the Dave's Killer wheat bread. So 2 slices of bread, probably almost 1 whole avocado. I slathered some hummus on there. I know the portion size. I have the little at Costco. They have the little snack size individual portion. So I had one of those.
And they're about, I think, 3 tablespoons. Is that right?
I think so. I would look it up, or you can look it up. But I think it's
I can definitely look it
little. Again, for my kids' lunch boxes.
Okay.
And then I had. This is where I said I was snacking. I was hungry, so I got one of the Tillamook white cheddar cheeses. So I was slicing some and eating it as I was making the sandwich.
Cheddar cheese. It's a snack. Okay.
And I had a LaCroix.
Okay. And then did you have anything to drink with your lunch?
I had a LaCroix.
Oh, the LaCroix.
And
anything else?
No.
Need juices or milk?
No.
Oh.
Maybe a glass of water. I don't remember. I just try and drink water throughout the day. But it's hard to remember with the LaCroix. I probably just had water after lunch.
Okay. And did you have an afternoon snack before your evening meal?
No, we had an early dinner because we were going to go trick-or-treating, and I wanted to make sure we had family dinner kind of like early, at like 5.
Okay.
So we had, my husband made, I snacked later in the day yesterday. So my husband made pozole.
Oh, what is that?
A soup. So it has a tomatillo broth. So it's like a grain-based tomatillo broth.
Okay.
It had shredded chicken. It had hominy, it's called. It's like a Mexican grain, hominy. So Yes, that's like what was in the soup.
Okay.
And then on top of it, I put tortilla strips,
Mm-hmm.
an avocado, and shredded lettuce.
Shredded lettuce. Okay. And that was all in the soup.
The soup was just, I put the we had friends over, so we had like a buffet sort of. So we had like the soup was in a big huge bowl with the broth and the chicken and the hominy, and then he had a bowl of lettuce and a bowl of avocado and a bowl of and I kind of put that on top of the soup.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I had 2 bowls.
You had 2 bowls.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
seconds.
Sounds delicious.
It was good. It was a good base for a night of trick or treating.
Yeah. And, did you have anything to drink with your dinner?
I had a glass of wine.
Wine.
So I had 1 glass of red wine.
Red wine.
So you can say, like 8 ounces. No, like 6 ounces of red wine.
6 ounces. Okay. And then, did you eat anything after dinner?
This was a grazing night. Yes, I probably ate. Let's see. This is where I'm going to get embarrassed by 24-hour food recall.
There's no judgment.
Thank you. I will say last night, I did a 24-hour recall once, and someone says this is typical. So that part of the day is typical. This part of the day is not typical.
Okay, I can make a note of that.
But I had a brownie.
Okay.
I had a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
There's one house we trick or treat at that has like a buffet of dessert. So I had they've had like 4 pieces of Halloween candy. I can't exactly remember what they were. So I just say 4
pieces.
Maybe like those snack, like little, like, you know what you would get.
The snack size.
Snack size.
Okay.
Maybe like a Almond Joy, the Milky Way, not the Milky Ways. And then we went to a friend's house, and she is a vegetarian, so she had a big bowl of, a big plate of veggies and hummus. So I was snacking on that. So I had some cauliflower and some tomatoes and some carrots and some hummus. And that was probably like at 7:00 p.m.
Okay.
And
Any beverages
with
with
the food, I had another glass of wine at her house. So I had 1 glass of red wine.
Okay. 6 ounces again, like the last glass of wine.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that information. So let's go back to your breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And about what time was that at? You said about 11?
10. Yeah, I like the idea of intermittent fasting, but I don't like the idea of skipping breakfast. So I generally have a late breakfast and then lunch kind of quickly after that.
And that's pretty typical for you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you had 2 cups of coffee, like about 8 ounces?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
I'm going to stay above my hunger until I decide to eat breakfast.
And then for your kind of mid-morning snack, like before lunch, you said you have more coffee, like about how many cups?
Well, like I'd say, well, it's generally more like 2 cups, kind of like right when I wake up early, like 7:00,
Mm-hmm.
and then I probably like 1 cup with breakfast. So I think that,
Okay.
3rd cup you can put with breakfast or with a snack,
Sure.
whatever. I basically eat breakfast and lunch within such a kind of more condensed time frame
Yes.
that I don't have a snack between them.
Gotcha. That's totally fine. And then, so your lunch, so you said you had a sandwich, it was Dave's Killer Bread, and you had 2 slices of that.
It was a sandwich there, 2 slices.
And that was pre-sliced, I'm assuming? Okay. And then you had,
put it in the toaster.
okay. And you said 1 avocado, and you had hummus from Costco, like a snack sized. one. Did you put anything else in your sandwich?
No, but I do remember I was dipping carrots in the
Mhm.
hummus as well. So I had, I'd say, like maybe 8 little baby carrots.
Okay. And then you snapped on some cheddar
Mhm.
as you were making your
Mhm.
sandwich. Do you know approximately how much?
I would say, I just kind of cut it off a big block. I
Mhm.
would say a good 3 slices
Okay.
of cheddar cheese. Maybe if, I mean, yeah, I would guess maybe 3 ounces
3 ounces. Okay.
of the white Tillamook white cheddar cheese.
Okay. And you had your LaCroix, and then you had
Mhm.
some water after that. And you had your dinner kind of early.
Mhm.
About what time was that?
That was at 5.
5. And is that pretty typical? Is that when you usually have your dinner?
It's closer. It's closer to 6:30 usually. That was just especially early because we were leaving the house for trick or treating at 5:30. So typically, I'll have like breakfast at 10:30, lunch at like 1, and dinner at 6:30, and then I typically just have tea and don't eat anything until breakfast. But last night was atypical.
Yes. And that is okay. So you gave a really good description of your soup and
Mhm.
everything in the soup and your toppings. And you had a glass of red wine,
Mhm.
and then you had a brownie and a cookie and some candy.
Mhm.
And then for veggies, you said you had some veggies with hummus.
Mhm.
Do you know approximately how much of the veggies that you
Yeah,
had?
I was sitting at a round table and talking and kind of chatting and just eating. So it was like sitting in front of me as I was sitting there. So I think I probably had like 5 grape tomatoes.
Mhm.
Let's say 8 baby carrots.
Okay.
I don't like cauliflower as much, so I didn't dig into it. But I did have like maybe 2 or 3 pieces of cauliflower. I did dip. There's just dipping, so I'd say maybe 2 tablespoons of hummus.
Okay. All right. And then you had some red wine with that. I forgot to ask, did you have anything else before bed? Any beverages? Anything like that?
Oh, I had a glass of water at their house.
Water.
And nothing else before that.
Okay. So we went over that. Thank you again for all of the detail that you gave. Anything else you want to add, or any questions that you have?
No, I'm trying to think. I probably just had maybe 1 more glass of water before I went to bed at home.
Okay.
No, I think that does it for what I ate.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Claire. I will read through this in detail, and we can meet again next week.
Thank you, Ellie. Appreciate it.
Thank you.